today we have another stream. Now, like it's been the last few days. I mean, besides yesterday with the whole Skyrim one, even though it did kind of fail and crash at the end. Yeah, so we are back, and so we're gonna be having a lot more of these apparently because I've apparently have checked, and yeah, my computer is just doing everywhere. So yeah, it's gonna take a little while for me to go ahead and fix that up, so it can be perfectly fine and cool and working well. So yeah, that's gonna take a little while for me to fix, guys. But I will come back to streaming normally very soon. I hope so, at least. Um, so yeah, that's basically what I wanted to tell you guys. But today we're gonna be talking about a different topic itself. The other day I kind of talked about video game characters and kind of went in depth when I like chose it randomly. Let me turn on the lights. There you go. That's a little bit better. So yeah, basically, I just kind of talked and ranted. I think it was a lot. It was a lot of fun, at least for me. Now, I didn't have too many people on here, but hey, it was extremely fun, and that's kind of what matters, right? I'm sure the viewers will come, as they will. And if you guys are watching this, I do appreciate it, and I hope you guys are able to follow, subscribe, or wherever you are. I hope you guys can support me in this amazing journey. And little by little, there are gonna be a lot of bumps in the road, but we will get through them. Equaling with every single day that I've been streaming. It's been every single day. I have not missed one day, and this is the way I can prove it right here. So yeah, basically that's what it is. That's what it's about. So yeah, last time we talked about video game characters. This time I kind of want to go over and do the same thing where we kind of like spin a little wheel thing and choose a random character, but instead we are gonna be doing video game series. Now this is more supposed to be more in depth, right? Because when you're talking about a whole series, you have to kind of go over a lot of things, go over the pros and cons, and because there are gonna be people who are kind of like pissed off at you for not giving all of the reasons that this game might have been good for or might have been bad for. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over it as simplistic um, as possible. I'm not gonna go too in depth, but I'm gonna try my best. If I get a game that I don't know, I'm just gonna like say what I think about the cover or what I think um, about the name or what it could be, and maybe you guys can fill me in on the details when we're streaming. And who knows? Maybe even I can even try one of the games that I see on here, and that you guys recommend me. Uh, yeah, so let me go ahead and plug myself. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can go ahead and do that right now, and make sure to hit that notification bell because that's going to let you know when I'm going to be streaming or when I'm going to be uploading the next video. But besides that, you guys can also follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and on Facebook. And something that kind of follows up with that is my Discord server. I have made it, and you guys can join the community and be one. The Nattles can be all in one cup and be amazing, just like how everything in life is or is supposed to be. Maybe not 2020, but you guys know what I mean. But besides that, if you guys would like to support me on Patreon, Patreon is there too. That's a different way to support me, and it's highly appreciated. It's completely optional, and it's all up to you if you want or if you even can. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying for the people who can and want. Yeah, that's basically it. So let's get on to the topic here. Video game series. I got a website pulled up here. I wish you guys could see this. I would kind of like to have this a thing where you guys can see it. Even I'm gonna be implementing these kind of like one-on-ones anyways, like I've said in my other streams. I do want to implement these and remove one of the smash days later on. Flixer! Yo, what up, boy? How are you, boy? Dude, I haven't seen you in so long. Flixer! Rah! Bro, it's nice to see you. Yeah, dude, I am keeping up with them streams, dude. I am not letting one day pass. Nope, even if it kills me, I'm gonna frickin' stream. Even if it's just 30 minutes or an hour, whatever, right? Um, but I'm just kind of ranting on these. You know, I'm going off based on just ideas. Uh, so I'm gonna go ahead and click the generator right here. Actually, I just need one or two, and I'm gonna generate it. And whatever game comes out here, that's what I'm gonna be talking about, I guess. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Generate some games. By the way, Flixer, how have you been, bro? I hope you've been well. Anyway, let me go ahead and rant here so you guys can hear my amazing rants of how good these games are. So let me go ahead and generate something here. Okay, so I saw Uncharted first. Um, all right, so Uncharted 4. I don't want to go over the story. I'm just kind of go over the series itself, or should I go over the fourth one? Um, it's called The Thief's End. Now this one I haven't actually beat this game. Yeah, it is a good idea. I don't know. I like to talk anyway. So, and yet yesterday, actually 2 days ago, before my Skyrim video, I talked about video game characters. It was a little bit different, but now I kind of have a fleshed out idea of what I want this to be. So, yeah, I basically gonna talk about a random game that I randomized here, and just gonna talk about it or a character, if you know if it's that character day. Um, it would be nice to have another person though to have a like talk one on one, about this. But with the chat, that's where the ideas come from. So Uncharted, have you guys played Uncharted? Have you played Uncharted? If you have, tell me your experience. Tell me everything. How long have you been playing it? When did you play? How did you buy this game? Were you excited? I don't know. Just let me know. So Uncharted is a series, a PlayStation series, and it's very cinematic. It's basically you play a movie. if you know anything about modern current games, they're all like movies. Oh, you played Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, those are great games, dude. Amazing games. Oh, man. My God. These games are extremely cinematic and they're very beautiful. The plot lines are relatively pretty good. They're not like, oh my God, but they're pretty good. It's not a Last of Us 1, right? But it's there. It's fun. You feel the emotions, when you put on the game, you get your big old screen and you put on the PlayStation 4 generic headsets, right? With the one with the little microphone that comes with them, and yeah, you just like immerse yourself in that world, and yeah, you can't go like out of balance and stuff. It's not like super open. Like it starts to become like that in some of the games. I think starting the third one, where it kind of gives you more variety and how you can go to the goal, from point A to point B. But it's kind of the same. I feel something like Metal Gear Solid 4 gives you more options. That's kind of a game that gives you more. I don't even want to talk about the fifth game, Phantom Pain, because that's just a whole different can of worms that I don't want to open yet unless I, get it here. But yeah, Uncharted 4, I honestly don't know too much of the story because I haven't played it. Like, I haven't played enough of it to really give you an answer. But A Thief's End, I guess I can just give you my opinion on what I think about the cover and what I think about what's going to happen in this game. I don't know. I mean, a thief's end. That means that. Oh yeah, I do remember that in this game, he was like, this is the final game. I think like it begins on a ship or something, and or at least that's what the trailer had from what I remember. And yeah, I think this is his last adventure. I don't think there's an Uncharted 5 yet, but there will be. You guys know it's PlayStation. It's a hit. It's a console buyer. Um, yeah, so I think it's about him like going for the last treasure and more bullets, more explosions, more cinematic freaking filters and scenes, and it's just all good stuff, you know? You can't go wrong with Uncharted. It's such a good game, you know, from the get-go. It's not the best game, but it's a great game. Okay, let's just stick with good. I think good is better, not great. So I think that's all I really got to say. I mean, God bless the Uncharted series. I hope they strive, and I hope they come up with a better idea, you know, something to immerse the player more. Um, but it's pretty good, guys. If you haven't played it, go check out Uncharted or the whole series. Flixer, you obviously have. So, amen to you, bro. Amen. So anyway, let's go ahead. I already have another game here as Assassin's Creed, but it already generated. Maybe I should just do one game so I have like a just one option. All right, next game. Next game. Let's do it. By the way, guys, um, if I get a game that's extremely similar, I will try to. Actually, no, that doesn't really apply. It's kind of different because like with the whole character thing, you know, maybe I got Mario in one, and then on the next one I would get Daisy. I think, you know, since they're both Nintendo characters, yeah, they're very different and they have a very different, you know, history and everything. But at the end of the day, I want to talk about like a different series altogether. You know, like if it's a character. Um, but as for games, we'll kind of do something similar if it's like Halo 1 and then I don't know, Halo 2 or something comes up. All right, let me go ahead and generate it. Oh my god! Woo! Oh, okay. So we got ourselves the Legend of Zelda. Not number 2, not number 3, not Breath of the Wild, which is such a great game, but we got the original one. Oh my boy. Oh, so this game right here, um, from my knowledge, I believe there are two versions. There are two versions of this game. One that's, you know, the original, and then the Japanese release, which also had like a master mode or something where it, no, never mind. No, this game, it was, if you beat it, you get the master mode, the master quest mode, which is like everything's all changed up. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Um, it's a very great game. It's an open world. It's what Breath of the Wild uh, is now. You have to base, and it's pretty. You know, it's a pretty good game in terms of like being able to explore. You can actually explore different places and find a lot of stuff, a lot of secrets. Um, if you guys don't know anything about this game, it's a top down. It's like a Link to the Past um, or Four Swords, etc. You guys know what a top down game is. I hope so. If you don't, well, that's what it is. So basically, in this game, you just go exploring this big old world. They start you off in this like place, and there's a little cave. Obviously, you know, with the curiosity of a human being, we got like brain monkey brains. We're gonna go for that cave. After you go in that cave, there's an old man, and he's like, "Take mine." No, no, don't get the wrong idea. No, no, no. He's like, "Take my sword. It's not safe here." Or something like that. I don't remember how the quote goes, but it's something, okay? It's something. And he gives you a sword, and you start out, you know, with your full health. If you have full health and you hit the sword, you shoot a beam. It's called the sword beam, and it's good because you can hit people from far away, and it goes through, you know, objects and through the terrain. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm not looking at this camera. Where's the camera? Is it the top or bottom? I don't know. But I'm like looking at the top here. Maybe it's getting me very distracted. Maybe that's where I should look. Maybe not. Um, I get distracted a lot. I get very derailed from the conversation if you guys have not noticed. Anyway, yeah, this game is really great because you can essentially just explore this vast world. It's basically Breath of the Wild, but you just can't climb over shit, you know? That's the only difference. And you can't do glitches that like make you fly a million miles, you know, to the other side of the map. Um, yeah, the game is so amazing because you can literally find a secret in every screen. Now, just to kind of give you an example and just an image in your head of how big the map is, imagine there are tiles, right, of a map. There's like one, two, three, there's like 20 or maybe, or yeah, maybe 20. I don't remember exactly, or maybe more, like 25 and then like 10 and yeah, so it's like 25 by 10. So you got like this vast amount of tiles that you can go to, and some of them have secrets to go like get a potion. Some of them give you like upgrades for weapons. Some give you weapons. Some give you items that you can use in game permanently. Sometimes you find an old man that can sell you something or give you something, or sometimes you find a dungeon, which is, you know, those are how you beat them. Now you can beat them for the most part in whatever order you want, except I believe the seventh, eighth, and eighth dungeon. I don't know if there's a ninth. I forget. I haven't played it in like 3 or 5 years. Yeah, basically 3 or 5 years. By the way, chat, have you guys played Zelda, like the original one on the NES? That's what I'm talking about right now. I didn't even ask you guys. Hey, do you guys like the game? I'm like, fuck y'all. No, just kidding, guys. But seriously, if you guys have played the game, you guys can just let me know, and what you guys think about it. But yeah, so it's cool because you can literally, if you have the lantern, you have one chance to throw fire. So if you have the bombs or the lantern, you're gonna want to put a bomb in every tile inside each tile of the whole map. Trust me, you want to do this because there's a secret in every single part of the map. It's amazing, guys, how thorough it is, and how you can, like, if you're a pro, if you watch a pro play, you'll watch them just go to like first get these upgrades and then start breaking certain walls that they remember from like many years ago. It's pretty sublime and it's pretty crazy how people remember this stuff. It's kind of like when you go back to an old game like Mario 64, and you show these kids, I don't know, your little cousins or your little brothers, I don't know who, but you're like showing off and they're like jumping around, and then you go into Bob-omb Battlefield and you like get inside the little flower patch and then you bzz, disappear, and they're like, holy shit, how did you know this? You know, it's a big, it's not really that big of a map, but they're like, whoa, how do you know this stuff? And you're like, experience, my boy, experience. So it's kind of like that, where if you see someone that knows how to play this game, you can tell, or they at least you can tell that they know where some of the secrets are, which do help, since you do need to like get rupees for bombs or arrows or certain upgrades, I think. Um, yeah, the game is good. The game is good, guys. I think the first 6 dungeons you can beat them in whichever order. I think the 7th dungeon or the 8th dungeon you can go to it, but maybe the enemies are too strong, or maybe you just don't have the right tools. Because some of the why am I calling them tools? Some of the items that you get to, you know, to like proceed through the dungeons, you get them in the dungeon itself. So you do need to go to some dungeons to pick up some specific items so you can proceed to like the 7th or 8th or 9th or whatever. But yeah, that is Zelda. Zelda is an amazing game. I hope all of you just go back and play it. You probably won't know shit of what's going on, but hey, it's good. It's good stuff. It's that right kind of good, you know, where you're lost and you're like, fuck, I wish Fee was here. I wish someone was holding my hand through this shit. I wish someone told, like, I press the A button and a little fucking menu comes up and shows me, hey, you just pressed A. Guess what it does? Attacks. That's just what it is. That's how games are nowadays. They handhold you way too much here. Oh, where's the dog at? Okay, yeah, she went out anyway. So yeah, that's basically Zelda. Let me go ahead and randomize and get the next game. Generate the next game here. Already 20 minutes? It doesn't feel like it. I'm just kind of talking. Actually, I like to rant like this, just kind of give my ideas and give you guys some examples of what I think about the game. I'm gonna keep this. Maybe while I do the normal streams every single day, I might add this like every other day, or maybe not every other day. Maybe like two to three times a week, or whenever I want. Just so I can like also just talk about games. I love to talk about games. Now, one thing I do like to do is talk thoroughly about games, and sometimes you kind of need to exercise your thoughts a little bit more, so you can so you can express your thoughts and your feelings and your nostalgia goggles and the removal of the nostalgia goggles. It's just a lot of things you have to consider. So you have like a good review. But I guess I'm not giving a review. I'm just giving you my thoughts about the game and maybe some like little quirky facts about what I know about it. So yeah. Anyway, next game. What? And we got. Whoa, okay. This one's a cool one. This one's a cool one. It's actually a game that I know of a lot. Actually, not that much, but I know it's very popular. I just never got to it. I just never got to this game. So let's talk about it. Guys, if you have not, Jet Set Radio. It's all in there. There's no description needed. Why is my microphone here? Hello. No, it's not gonna work. Guys, I haven't even checked the sound. Okay, before we do talk about Jet Set Radio, let me hear the sound of this majestic beast being shown to the world of a stream. Okay, so let me just hear it out really fast. See how it's going. For the most part, the stream is going well with I believe, the quality and whatnot. Now the frames do kind of just keep dipping and increasing randomly, so. All right. Yeah. So let me just keep talking here, and I guess I will get something from it. And now let me talk like this to see if it makes any difference. Wow, it makes a world of difference. Okay, so guys, 1 second. Okay, so I think it's gonna sound better like this, and maybe there's gonna be a little bit of that sound. Dang it, I want to make it better. Anyway, I do have a special microphone that I can connect to myself, and it'll sound so good. Okay, so now let me go ahead and stop this because I'm just like, yeah, I cannot concentrate while I cannot like listen to myself and talk at the same time. Maybe that's a skill most people who do this have. I just don't have it. So Jet Set Radio. This is the Xbox version that I have on here, but just to give you guys a little rundown on what this game is, it's like you go around with these skates and you just skate around. That's why it's called Jet Set Radio, and you just jet around with these rollerblades. Not rollerblades, sorry. What are those? They're not rollerblades. Roller wheels. Roller wheels? Is that what they are? Wheel blades? No. Roller. blades are the ones that they use for. No, they're inline roller blades. I guess they're inline skates. And ice skates are the ones for ice. Okay, I was right. Okay, roller blades because they have to roll, right? They have to roll. Yeah. So basically, in terms of this game itself, you rollerblade everywhere and you do tricks. Basically, this is like Tony Hawk Underground. If you don't know this game, it's basically that, but just with it's a lot more colorful. It's cell shaded, so it's very beautiful. It kind of gives you like those Wind Waker vibes, or rather, Wind Waker gives you that Jet Set Radio vibes. Um, the first game came out, I believe it was on the Dreamcast. It was on the Dreamcast, and essentially they remade the game on the Xbox, which I think it's owned by Xbox, so by Microsoft. Anyway, this game is pretty cool. I don't know the exact story to it. Like I said, this is one of these games that I've never actually like beat the game. I've had friends that played it. When I came over to their house like a sleepover, but it's not a game that I've beaten, which surprises me because these kinds of games are the ones that I always go back to and beat. Um, those games where everyone talks about them and yeah, it's just weird to me. It's just weird to me that I haven't beat this game. But I have seen speedruns of it before. I think they look very interesting. They kind of like go through walls and shit, which is really cool. It kind of, I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of this one game called The Blob, and it's like a game where you're like this blob. There are two games, by the way, of this series, and you just go around and paint the city. Like it's like black and white, and you have to like go around and paint the city by platforming everywhere. And it's a horrible game though, from what I heard. Like the gameplay is fine, but then they like, yeah, there's just too many interruptions in game. So yeah, it's I think it's essentially like that game or similar. To me, in my mind, that's how it personally seems like. But I don't know. I think the game looks cool, and I actually would like to stream it one day. I think that'd be cool. I don't know if I should do the Xbox version or just the normal version in the Dreamcast. Okay, so I think we can move on to the next game. My hair is just going everywhere when I have this on. All right, so the next game is what the hell? I don't know this game. What? So these are gonna be short if I don't know them. Like this is a very generic game from for all I know. So we got an Atari 2600 game. Now don't get me wrong. I have my knowledge about Atari 2600 games. I just don't have knowledge about this game in specific. It's called Joust. Um, if you guys know this game, please let me know. I see like a gladiator on top of a turkey or a chicken with wings, obviously because they have wings, and I think they're like running towards the screen on the um, on the picture here, and they're like pooping out some balls, and he's like holding a spear or a joust, or a javelin towards the screen. It looks like maybe a platformer. I think it's a platformer where you like, or you're on a bird, kind of like Yoshi or something. Yeah, mine too. I don't know this game. It seems more like kind of like a generic kind of game. I'm gonna guess it's like what's Adventure Island. It's kind of maybe like Adventure Island on the NES, where you're like on this island and you're like this guy and you throw shit at animals, random snakes and boars and maybe slimes. maybe throw in a fucking snowman in there. But yeah, I think Joust. Maybe I can look up the game and check, but I kind of maybe want to just try it one day. Maybe I can go back to my streams and just be like, okay, now this instead what we're gonna be doing on this stream is playing the games that we talked about on those streams and just kind of like yeah. Yeah, that's all I really have for it. It feels like it's a platformer. It's really cool. If you guys would like to look for it, you guys could look at this with me. The games that I'm talking about. Um, yeah, that's basically it. So, next game. 3, 2, 1, go! And we have, ooh, okay. Tom Clancy's The Division. Okay, so this is a series I can definitely get behind. Now I don't know story worth shit. And I believe Tom Clancy also goes for the Splinter Cell games, right? If I'm not wrong. The Splinter Cell is I believe it's also Tom Clancy. Splinter Cell. I have to check this. Yeah. I'm right. Tom Clancy's the Splinter Cell. Yeah. So, oh my God, I wish I had Splinter Cell like talking about it here. Okay, so made by the same guy. I don't know who Tom Clancy is. I just know it from these games. Um, so the Division, I guess I don't know this game. If it's like another kind of Splinter Cell kind of game, then I guess I do know it. But Splinter Cell is more like a Metal Gear Solid-ish kind of game. Great games if you guys haven't tried it. It's kind of like what is a great comparison? Um, you okay? So if you guys know like 007 and Perfect Dark, they're basically the same game. They run on the same engine. Maybe Perfect Dark runs on a better engine, um, a little bit better since it was made after. But they're essentially like the same games. But people revere, you know, GoldenEye as like the better one since it's like the original shooter that everyone got into back in the Nintendo 64 days. And then Perfect Dark is an amazing game. It's much better in terms of how the game works. They improved everything on that engine, but people still say that the other one's the better one. So this is kind of like the same thing. Metal Gear Solid is like the one people say is like the best one, and I mean I can't deny it's not that is a good game because it's an amazing game. But Splinter Cell had a lot of things that Metal Gear Solid didn't have. But I guess you could also say Splinter Cell also had things that didn't have things that Metal Gear Solid clearly strived in. Um, but we're not talking about frickin' Splinter Cell. Get that shit out of here. Boy, get out of here. Okay, now that he's gone, we're going to talk about The Division. I don't know this game. I probably have played it before, like it or not. Because I've played a ton of games, and a lot of them I don't remember, or maybe I have like very small memories of. If The Division is like any of the other Tom Clancy games, it has pretty decent to solid shooting mechanics. The graphics on The Division, I see this as an Xbox One title. I don't know if this is like a port or something, but if it's just The Division for the Xbox One original title, then I think it's probably a decent game, not a pretty crap shooter. It's not like chicken shooter on the PC. When you go to like one of those really one of those like really weird flash game websites where there are like viruses everywhere and there are like messages saying you're the 1 billionth winner or you're the 1 billionth clicker on this website, so you're gonna win $1 billion. And yeah, not one of those. Not one of those. This game has, I think, pretty decent shooting mechanics. And maybe in this game on the Xbox One, since I'm gonna guess it's kind of recent, not really, but kind of. I think it looks cool, and I would like to try something like this. Maybe I'll give it a try if I get Game Pass. So maybe that's a game I'll try. Who knows? I love to try games that don't have too much popularity. Not because I like to be all like what do they call it? Um, out of the norm. Yeah, not like that. I don't care if a game's popular or not. I just care if it's good, right? But yeah, that's basically the merit of it all. So next game, let it be. Oh my boy. Okay, woo. So we got Shadow of the Colossus. Oh my god. So if you don't know what this game is, please kill yourself. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm serious. Don't kill yourself. But you will kill yourself from how much fun you're gonna have after you play this freaking game. So Shadow of the Colossus is this big open world esque game. Listen, open world esque. It's not completely open world. You do have to go to the. I mean, you can kind of choose, but for the most part you do have to follow a certain um, timeline of the game or whatever it's called. Um, yeah, this game is you small tiny human versus Godzilla size beasts. You fight like these like huge titans, these huge colossi. That's the plural for colossus. Colossi. If I'm wrong, please don't quote me on that. But yeah, you're like this little guy and you're trying to save your girl and you gotta beat these colossi. Little do you know you're actually doing something bad by defeating them. Like it's kind of one of those games that make you think you're killing what's like the protection around the world for the one you love, but what you're doing, is it wrong or is it right? Because you're doing it for love. You're doing it for, something morally correct, but you're also destroying the world by destroying them. If I'm wrong and I'm like quoting a very different game, guys, please let me know because I'm very dumb at times. So, yeah, in this game, you like climb these colossi and you just stab them, you like beat them up, you punch them in the eye, but you can't. Like I said, you're like this tiny, and they're like this big. Just to give you a little comparison, it's like you're a being, and they're a building. Or, you know, or if someone has a small peepee and someone has a large peepee, that's basically the difference. That's the comparison right there. Anyway, yeah, this is a PS2 title. It actually looks pretty good for what it was. Actually, no, it's a blurry mess, but it was still impressive at the time, and it's still impressive now, in terms of those times. Um, and yeah, they've remade the game so you can play it on the PlayStation 4 with, I believe, a new engine, and it looks gorgeous. It looks beautiful. Go try it out if you have not. Uh, this is one of those games that I would definitely do on stream, if I could come back to do that game. I just have a lot of games that I want to do, so just letting you guys know. All right, next game. Let's talk about another game. Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna know shit about the story here, but I can tell you I've definitely played a lot of this game, like a ton of it. Captain Toad, my boy. Oh, Captain Toad, man. Flixer, man. Oh, talking about all these great games, huh? Captain Toad, man, it's a phenomenal game. It's too short, but it's a phenomenal game. Um, and yes, I have played it. It's fantastic, dude. I'll play it on stream. I'll play it on stream. For sure, because it's one of those games that I actually love to play. I love the puzzle mechanics. I love the feeling of how it runs. I love the feeling of how they limit you so you could get around the map, the little world, right? It's so cool. It's so cool. And actually, there is a reason to go back and play this both on the Wii U and um, on the Switch, and also to play Super Mario 3D Land, 3D World, 3D 3D World, yeah, right, 3D World, and play the Toad levels. That that's where it originated from. That idea. Um, if you play the Wii U version, you'll get levels like relating to the Wii U Wii U titles. But if you get the Switch version, it changes to the extra levels. I think they're like Odyssey related. Yo, Edvinus, welcome to the stream, my boy. Yeah, I thought I put a post, but I guess I didn't. Maybe I should put it here. Um, Streaming at the moment. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. There you go. So, yeah. The only ping I saw was 4:50 a.m. Oh, yeah, yeah. I tested a few things. And, yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. By good, I mean it went horrible. My PC just, yeah. So, anyways, Captain Toad, I love that game, dude. Very good game. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that one. It's one that I do want to come back and play on stream very soon. Um, so, Evidence, if you don't know what we're talking about today, it's kind of similar to what we did with the random characters. Nobody was there on that one, but that's fine. Um, I am gonna play it. I am gonna play it. Maybe actually after this. Oh yeah, baby. But yeah, we're talking about, instead of talking about characters, we're talking about specific games. I'm generating. I have a generator here that gives me a random game, and I'm just talking about it. If I don't know the game or I know very little about it, I just kind of give my opinion and guess about the the box art and also about the name. Or if I do know the series, I talk about like maybe what is gonna happen in that game. I don't know. Just kind of something like that. It's pretty fun though. I don't know. Me and Flixer, we're just talking about it. We're having a good old time. Maybe you'll learn a little something about some new games. So right now, I'm actually about to talk about Star Wars, um, Knights of the Old Republic. That's the game that just came on right now. Um, have you guys played this game before? Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. If you guys have, you guys can let me know. Let me know your opinion about it. Or if you haven't, what do you guys think about the name? Or I don't know. Just anything. Yeah, so this game right here, Knights of the Old Republic, it's like one of those really old PC World of Warcraft looking games, but it's solid. It's solid. Actually, World of Warcraft looks better than this, but it's a solid game. You get to choose. You basically get to choose a Jedi or like different races, and you get to just fight, and it's really fun. It really gives that like really old Nintendo 64 Squadron Battle of Squadron, the Squadron one. It kind of gives you those vibes, and it feels really good to play. Um, it's a great game. I don't have much to say about it besides like the gameplay is pretty thorough. When you guys play this sort of game, it has a very unique feel to it. I can honestly tell you, the way you play this game, it feels better than like something like World of Warcraft. Um, but it's different. It is different, so I cannot really compare those. But I don't know. I like the way this game feels. You could kind of compare it to Battlefront, the very beginning of Battlefront. I'm not talking your modern, your new shiny modern Battlefront for the Xbox 360 or fucking Xbox One or PlayStation Pro, 4 Pro. I'm talking about like the Battlefront on PlayStation 2. You know, those. All right, Evan, have a good lesson, my boy. Come on, Nattles. Let's hope that the Adventists can do good on this lesson. Good luck. Okay, so next game, time to generate a new one. And the next game is... Oh my god! Oh, I almost... Oh, Edwinus, you're missing out. One of the best things ever. You're missing out, dude. You should stay in here and listen to this because shit's about to get hot, my boy. Okay, so... Oh, I could talk about this all damn day. Woo! Pokemon Red and Blue. So if you don't know anything about the Pokemon series, by the way, I posted all the games that were... Yeah, I saw that, dude. Thank you. Thank you for posting that. So, yeah, they currently like delete everything that they post right after it's gone. So thank you. It's a very good way for us to kind of see what games people missed, and we can make fun of them for missing it. So yeah, Pokemon Red and Blue. So if you don't know, I'm just going to talk about the first generation here. I'm not going to talk about Pokemon second generation like Gold, Silver, and Crystal, or anything after, okay? I'm just going to talk explicitly about Blue, Red, Green, and Yellow. So the first game to ever come out is Red and Green, which came out in Japan at the very beginning. Now, in the US, we didn't get green. In the West, we didn't get green. But we got Red and Blue. White, Dark, Gold, Platinum, Silver, Shields, and Swords. What the fuck? Dude, no. What the hell is White and Dark? Dude, it's called Black and White. But I still love that you tried it, though. You still tried it. That's what matters, right? They have to have colors, man. That's just what it is. You know, they have to have the counterpart and then the main game. So usually Pokemon games have two games and then the middle one that has all the improvements put from the two games, and usually all the Pokemon from both games into that one, and a special legendary. So first they released Pokemon Red and Green in Japan, and then afterwards they released Pokemon Red and Blue. Now Blue was actually an improvement from Red and Green, because Red and Green were kind of actually shit in terms of like the gameplay. I haven't played Pokemon in a while, so I don't remember. That's fine, dude. That's all good. You know, we don't remember either. Nobody remembers shit about anything. So yeah, basically, Blue was the improvement, and they let it out with Red in the U.S. And then later, they released Yellow, which was another improvement from Blue. So, hey, Suyuan! That's Suyuan, right? Actually, I should pull up my chat. I do have a few chats here. Oh no, that's not Suyen. Mr. Sup. 20, yo, what up, bro? Welcome. I remember... Yeah, dude, we're just talking about video game series. Right now we're talking about Pokemon Red and Blue. Dude, it's hype in here, bro. Hype. Yeah, dude, the SSF2 stream... What fucking blowed, dude? It blowed. Oh yeah, I still have the picture of SSF2. My bad, bro. I forgot to change it to just talking. I'll actually change it right now as we speak. I actually was gonna play that today, but I didn't get to. I haven't played Pokemon ever, so I don't know. Flixer, you gotta play, dude. You gotta play. Go back and play it. Although after each series of games, after each generation, the mechanics changed. New freaking everything changed, so you should try it, dude, please. It ain't on YouTube channel of yours. Yeah, I had to delete it. It kind of sucked because it didn't work out, but it will eventually. Just letting you guys know, it will work out. But yeah, Yellow did it right, guys. Yellow did it right. Yellow was that final improvement of the first generation that was so good. it gave animations to the Pokemon. It gave them better animations. They didn't look like crap sprites. They actually look like the Pokemon from the show. Pikachu would even go Pika Pika, and you can like bring him around. He could be sad if you don't talk to him. If you talk to him, he'll be like Pika Pika, and like you. He'll walk behind you too. And that's a later what they added to the games where Pokemon can follow you around. Dude, I delete streams that fail. I'm gonna make it. I actually have talked to my the other mods, and yeah, I'm going to start deleting those. But actually, there's no need to delete streams later on because I need to test my streams out. So I'm going to be making a test account to test different settings and whatnot. So I don't have these like little failed streams of failed settings, of failed things that just happen randomly. Things happen, right? We don't know what can happen during a stream. Anyway, yeah. So, but the Skyrim one is still there if you would like to watch it. But it did crash. They failed because they just did bad. Like they fail in terms of the quality, and two, they were just horrible. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. But yeah, that's what Pokemon was, guys. There are over 151 Pokemon, not including Mew. Mew was in the game as a mystery gift if you were to get him that way. People, they always often talk about certain mysteries in the game, like Mew being under the truck and Masigno, which is not it's not a mystery. It's a real thing. It's a glitch in the game. Everyone knows that. Yeah, just a lot of things. There's so much to talk about in this game. I think I'm just gonna finish off with that game and talk about more games. But yeah, this game has so much to talk about. I mean, there are from the games to the fucking Pokemon cards to the people collecting Pokemon cards at the moment on YouTube. So yeah, ain't you streaming the same thing on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? Yeah. I stream on YouTube, Twitch, and on Facebook at the same time, every time. But I delete them on all. When there's a failed stream, I'm like, boy, shit out of here, get the shit out of here, and yeah, that's how it usually goes. But anyway, next game. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? What's going on? Why did I? What's going on? Okay. 2 syllables. We sports. We sports, guys. We sports. We resorts. We sports. Plus, I believe. We play. There was a Wii chess in Europe, but fuck that game. It didn't even follow the whole me thing. Man, so much to talk about. Man, I played this when I was a fucking sperm. Okay, no, I wasn't that young, but I was. It was back in 2006 when I got my Wii with Mario Galaxy and Wii Play, and I got Avatar, The Last Airbender on the Wii. Guys, it's a horrible game. Please, if you ever see that game, make sure to buy it, throw it in the trash, burn the trash. Make sure to sacrifice it to Cthulhu, and fucking throw that shit in the ocean, please, because Avatar: The Last Airbender for the Wii is such a horrible game, and I can tell you that from first-hand experience. Anyways, yeah, so Wii Sports, guys. There were so many iterations of it that made improvements, like the Wii Fit Balance Board one, the Wii Fit Balance Board Plus one. We had so much things in Wii Sports. We had baseball. We had bowling. Oh my god, bowling. We had boxing. We had golf. We had fucking tennis. Woo! Man, these were dope, man. It did not have Mario 64, but it did have that special. It did have that special mode in Wii Bowling where if you throw it on the ramp and you get it and you hit the final part of it, it makes a little. When you do that, the angels in the heavens drop down and they become so wet that literally all of the pins come down in one instant, like one instance. It's a perfect harmony. It's like the perfect orgasm of fucking pins. All like literally, it's the best Easter egg in the history of Easter eggs. The game is fucking good. I played this shit with my grandma. I played this with my brothers. I played this with myself. I played with myself. Okay, you guys did not hear that one. I think everyone does that. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm sure you guys played this with your fucking hamster or your rat if you had one. I had a rat when I was a kid. But hey, we're not talking about my past. We're talking about these games. It's a great game. They're mostly like how you can raise your level up, your score. It's not really a score, but your rank after you beat them, and you get like these really hard to beat characters like later on. But it's so freaking dope. It's so great what you can do in this game. It's just it's this game does not get any better than what it is. Wii Sports is the peak of humanity. It's the best advancement we've made since the fucking wheel. Okay, Fire what doesn't even compare to Wii Sports. Wii Sports is like the creation of baby Jesus. Okay, maybe not that much. I don't even know if that's true or not, but it's a good fucking game. Okay, it revolutionized what we think of motion gaming, and even if it's the simplest fucking game, it's good. Have you played any Final Fantasy games? Oh my gosh, have I played any Final Fantasy games? I've played every single Final Fantasy game. Actually, I've not played 14, and I haven't played 15. Um, it's it's complicated, dude. I've played every game though. Besides that, I've played the remakes as well for all of them games. Both the NES, SNES. I've played the Wii versions, the Chronicles. I've played the part twos of those, like and the fucking part threes, Lightning's Returns. I've played every single one of them, dude. On the Final Fantasy VII games, I've played obviously seven, Crisis Core. Um, dude, yeah, I've played the Final Fantasy games, and they are they are life. They are life. Phew. Talking about Wii Sports and then Final Fantasy, it's just the perfect mix, you know. Oh man, I'm just kind of in that mood of like perpetualizing life. You guys know when you're like showering and you're just stigmatizing life itself and how it was built, and you're like thinking about the answer of life. That's basically what I'm getting. Those vibes after this little conversation bit. Okay, let's generate another game and talk about some good shit right now. Oh, it like that. Okay. So I'm probably gonna. I don't know how much battery I have, but I'm not gonna get the same quality of sound, and I don't want to charge it. So I'm probably gonna finish off around the 1 hour and 10 minute mark, guys. I know I'm kind of cutting it off early, but I'm gonna be once again, guys. I'm gonna be streaming every day. If the computer thing isn't fixed, then I'm gonna be doing this again, but just a new idea, a new topic, and I'll come back to doing characters, and I'll come back to doing um, series and specific games. And if you guys have any ideas, make sure to drop those down on the Discord. So if you guys have not yet, hey, go ahead. Mr. Sup, you know, you guys, you can follow me. Hey, I'm not forcing you, but hey, I'm just saying, if you've been on here that long, I'm sure you're liking the conversation. But anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about the next game. Let me see. Maybe I could do one or two more. Oh my gosh, Edmundus, you are a god. You are a freaking naddle, dude. You are the naddles of the naddles. Oh my gosh. The next game that appeared is Final Fantasy VII, my boy. So this game came out in like 5 discs because it didn't fit in one. This game had such a large cock that it did not fit in one frickin' CD. Now that's big, guys, because back in the PS1 era, this shit, it was pretty easy to fit a game in one disc. I mean, there were some exceptions, but for the most part, like 4 or 5 discs. I'm not lying. Like, look at this, guys. Look at this. Watch. Do you guys see that? See that? That's exactly what I'm talking about. You guys saw that. You guys saw that shit. It's a generate freaking website. It's listening to us, guys. Fucking FBI up in this bullshit. They're liking the conversation, guys. So hey, if you have not yet subscribed or followed, hey, I think even the FBI can support that answer. Anyway, guys, Final Fantasy VII. Jesus fucking Christ, I love it. I just looked up the song of One Winged Angel, which I'm not gonna put on stream anymore because I got fucking copyrighted and I hate that shit. Fuck you, copyright bullshitters. I hate you all. You guys are freaking assholes. Anyway, I was listening to One Winged Angel and I finally realized that the words they're talking in, it's Latin, guys. It's Latin. They're like tacos, you know. they're like burritos, sombreros, beans. You know, they are talking. They are talking in Latin. Now I know Latin is obviously not Spanish, but Spanish is basically Latin all the way. So is English. English derives from Latin mostly 65-75%. If you guys didn't know that, please go back to school. Go back to school. Please. Please. But anyway, Final Fantasy VII, you got this anime haired boy fighting with another anime haired boy or man. If you guys seen the six pack on him in Smash, oh my god. You know, I of the homosexual tribe or anything, but hey man, you know, Sephiroth, I don't know anybody who wouldn't go for that piece of meat, guys. I don't know anybody who wouldn't. But anyways, it's Final Fantasy VII is just that one game. Oh, I can't see the whole message, but I can if I go to the chat here. Let me go to the chat on YouTube just so I can see that message because I cannot see it. It's way too long for my phone. My brother was streaming Cuisine Royale a few days ago, and he got reported for cross teaming and solo mode, even though he was just playing with his friend. Yeah, that's such a pity, dude. That is balls deep a pity. That's sucks so bad, but that's life, right? That's life of a player. Yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, so for Final Fantasy VII, guys, I'm not even gonna go talk about the. I'm not even gonna talk about the story, but basically, Cloud. He's just one character out of the big story of the seventh series of Final Fantasy. If you guys know anything about Angelo or Zack or Sephiroth, these motherfuckers are the OGs of the game. Okay, these are the creators. These guys are the guys with the balls and fucking strength. And there's one other guy besides Angelo and Sephiroth and Zack. I forget his name, but I will tell you guys if I remember. Now we're not talking about Crisis Core. We're talking about 7 in specific. And this game is, like I said, 5 discs long. It takes so long to beat. The first disc is basically when you're in I don't remember the freaking name. How do I forget one of the most iconic places in video game history? I guess I'm that dumb. Apparently. But hey, that's basically where it takes place. Like in the first city of the game. Yeah, that's basically the first game. I can't really say much about that. It's a pretty good RPG game, guys. If you have not played it, it's earned its title because it's such a good game. Now, if you're not into the old, uh, you know, tactical. It's not really tactical. Sorry. Um, one turn at a time kind of RPG, then you're not really gonna like it too much. But for the most part, it's a pretty damn good game. Okay, so just letting you know if you want to try it, you should try it. That's life, trying stuff. Okay, so I think that's good. I think we can just finish off there, and we'll do one more. I know Fantasy Seven is a good game to like finish off on, because it's a big game. Anyway, last one. Oh my god! Woo! We got another really good game. Age of Mythology, Age of Empires, good old days, dude. Oh my gosh, Age of Mythology was pretty good. Age of Empires was even better. But something that beat Age of Empires is, and it's not even as good. Rise of Nation, guys. Oh, I would love to do a stream about that and just have like everyone playing all at once. These games are awesome, dude. These games are super awesome. Um, Rise of Nation and all these like tactical civilization games are just amazing. It feels like, yeah, it makes you feel so good when you play them. It's like you're creating your own tribe, your own race, your own civilization, and yeah, the upgrade systems on them are so complex. Well, on some of the games, not all, but some. The economy, the health of the people, the morality of them. Um, yeah, it's great. But our last game is Heavy Rain. If you don't know what this game is, it started out as a PS3 game and later finished off. I think they made a remake for on the PS4. Heavy Rain, like rain. So this is more of like a simulation kind of game where you press buttons. What is that sort of gameplay called? Where you like action press games where like you press the button at the certain time with the game, like in God of War you have to press triangle each time you stab them. But yeah, that kind of game. But it's all about that. It's basically a story where uh, one of your sons or your kids, I think they get murdered, uh, and basically you have to find out who did it. And this game is based on the decisions you make, like who you talk to and when. Now it's there are a few endings. I don't want to spoil it, but there's a detective guy who's trying to help you, and yeah, and it's pretty good. It's dramatic. On the PS3 when it came out, it was the shit, guys. Okay, this is one of those games where you like if you had it and all your friends didn't have it, they're like, "Oh, can I come to your house?" Or "Oh, let me borrow it," because this game was the shit. It was the literal shit. It was, and actually, if you kind of go back and play now, the story has a lot of freaking holes. Yeah, it doesn't stack up as good as people thought back in the day. But it was impressive. The game quality, the animations, the voice acting, subliminal, guys. It was amazing. But nowadays it's nothing. It's irrelevant. Now you got games like freaking Assassin's Creed, whatever the newest one, Odyssey, no, Valhalla. You got games that don't even have to just be interactive, button presses, and like they have a million times better acting, and etc. Algorithms, storylines. But yeah, it's a good game, guys. If you want a decent story, I was gonna say good, but it's not good anymore. If you've never actually played the game, it's actually feels pretty nice. Um, Now I don't know if it's gonna give you that replayability of trying it, you know, beating it two more times to get the other endings. But it's a good game nonetheless. You should try it if you have a PS3 or a PS4 or a PC that can maybe run any of those games. I think they might have it on Steam. Don't quote me, but it's maybe there. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. Dude, storyline games are amazing, dude. Oh man. Adventists, you just have not been awakened to those amazing freaking games. Trust me, there are tons of good storyline games. Um, what's that one game with the two girls? Stranger Things? No, no, no. That's a TV show. Strange something. I forget the game. I know it's on Steam. It was super popular on there before. It had like a why do you not like them? Why? Tell me, Edvinus. Tell me. I expected more from you. Dude, it's that you just need to experience a good one, dude. You need to experience a good fucking game. You apparently have not experienced a good story game. Dude, go and play The Last of Us, okay? Immerse yourself, okay? Edvinus, you're the naddle of the naddles. You freaking made Final Fantasy VII come out. So I'm sure you can transcend to the next fucking evolution when you try one of these games. Uncharted, dude, play Uncharted. Play. There's so many games that I can name for you that have such good storylines, and yeah, dude, I hope that you can play some, but first get the computer right so you can be able to immerse yourself in those great graphics and high frame rates and fucking good storyline added with that and good sound. My boy, you're gonna be drooling up a fucking storm. But hey, that's what it is, guys. I think we are done for today. Um, I didn't think I didn't say that I don't like storyline. Oh, okay, so oh well, that's true. I guess you didn't say you didn't like them, so I guess you got me on that one. I guess you got me there, but guys, it's a pleasure. Advinus, Flixer, Mr. Sup, if you're still on here. Guys, if you are not yet subscribed, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going to be streaming or uploading a video, which I think I'm going to have to do more now these days because, I can't really stream like games. But I'm still gonna be doing this kind of stream no matter what, even if I'm making the videos. And actually, once I get everything working and doing the normal setup again, I am going to be. I know I'm kind of looking here and here, but I'm looking at this little piece and it makes me feel super comfortable to look. I don't know. I've just been looking at it to like the whole time, so that's where I'm looking at now. I guess you thought I didn't like storyline games. Now, yeah, I guess I didn't. But hey, I guess we all learn new things about each other, right? That's what we're a community here. That's naddles get longer the more we grow. The stronger the community, the longer we are. Okay, that's how it is in our community. Better connections of that naddle. But yeah, so if you have not yet followed, yeah, because I guess I have a question for Edness. Is this your cat? I'm all ears. What? Cat or chat? I think it was a pun. Oh, okay. You're talking about his on Discord. No, on Discord it's his handsome self, as always. That's what it is. Oh, on YouTube you have a different picture. I didn't realize. Oh, you are a cat. Ah. Yeah, yeah, on YouTube. I see it. Yeah, on the chat. Awesome. Well, that is a very, very good rendition to the final things I was gonna say. Make sure to go ahead and follow my Twitter, my Twitch, and my Facebook. You guys can find them in the description of all my platforms that I'm on. And you guys can also join my Discord server, which the community is growing. I feel it's gonna be an amazing community. I'm starting to sound like Trump or any president because I'm like promising all these things. But guys, the community is gonna grow as time goes by, and it's gonna be amazing how many non-toxic, amazing, well-rounded people we have on here. So I do expect that, and I know it's gonna happen. Besides that, if you guys would also like to support me on Patreon, you guys can do that by if you guys can or if you guys want. Once again, it's completely optional. Um, you know what? The community is already good. I have to say, it's already a good community. We just need more, right? We just need to expand. That's what it is. Fuck what I said before about it's going to be. It is a good community, and it's just gonna become a bigger and better community. So why not, right? Improvements are always nice. So I think we're gonna finish it off here. Thank you guys for tuning on in, and for whoever watches this, I'm sure you're gonna have a blast with this stream, and there are going to be plenty more. So make sure to tune on in for every single day because that's what I be doing. Guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. We do have plenty that are offline, but hey, that's fine because we all have lives, right? We all have lives and things to do. So, hey, that's just what it is. But we're gonna get more people. All right, then, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye.